Hi ladies, it's Crystal from Save the Milk, and it's a little bit early here, but I'm starting to put on my makeup, and I just have some thoughts running through my head. Easter's tomorrow, and I had made a post about how I've never celebrated Easter before. So I was raised in a religion where basically we didn't celebrate anything. So, like literally, like no Easter, no Christmas, no Valentine's Day, nothing. So, I put a post in the group and I said, I've never celebrated Easter. What are your traditional foods? And that was last night, and I was just reading some of the comments this morning. Or did I post that this morning? My days run together. Anyway, so I'm just standing here, and I'm like, I'm gonna go have breakfast with an old friend. I usually don't get out of the house and visit people. I'm very reclusive. I don't like getting out of my house, out of my comfort zone, but I need to. So I'm going out to breakfast with an old friend. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to talk about with her? I have no idea. Some of the people don't know me because I don't let them in. I don't like people judging me. I like to, like I said, stay in my own bubble, in my own house. But I think it's really important in this stage in my life to share who I am and why I am the way I am. And so being raised in this religion where I never got to celebrate anything means, and even my own birthday, means that I never felt that I was a part of anything. I personally didn't feel special, so I didn't feel like I had value. And I felt like nobody saw me. And it's taken me up until 2 years ago to start making changes in my life, to do things for myself. So bringing that around back to Easter, I wish that I would have realized this sooner, that I didn't have to be that type of person that my parents wanted me to be, that the religion was really straining my mental capacity and how I raised my kids. And I feel really sad that, maybe my daughter, and she's going to be 19 next month, that my daughter didn't get to feel special. I didn't even know how to give gifts because I was never given gifts, in a box with a bow. I should have been able to do that for her, but I didn't. In my way, I did things differently for her. Well, we were obviously broke for the majority of our young adult lives, so anything that we gave her was hand-me-downs, garage sales, and anything that I can get on sale, anything that she needed, she had. It was just normally secondhand, which for me, my parents didn't, even though they had an abundance of money, didn't give me the things that I needed when I needed them. So I felt like I was doing more for her by giving her things that she did need at the time she needed them before she would have to ask. So, we try not to be like our parents, but in so many ways we end up being like our parents. I'm so much like my mom, in a lot of good ways, because I try very hard to be financially providing for the family, consistent, dependable when it comes to my family. But, you know, I'm not emotionally always available for my family. And that's the way that my mom was raised too. So I took a lot from my mom. But anyways, these are the things that go through my head when I'm trying to get ready for the day. Do you have, you know, experiences like this too, where, you know, maybe it's taking you a long time to make changes in your life for the better, to believe in yourself that you could be worth something and something more, not just who you've been for the, you know, for all your life. I know I owe a lot of these changes to my husband. He compliments me. He's outgoing. He's a Gemini. He can strike up conversations with anybody. And just like, for example, last night, he's a mechanic, so he buys cars on Facebook and Craigslist whenever he sees a good deal, and then fixes them up and sells them. And so we went over to this person's house to buy the car, and I drove our car back home, and he comes home about a half an hour later. He's all, those people I just bought the car from, they're gonna come over in here, have a beer and sit by the fire pit. I'm like, I'm like, they're not allowed in that house. I'm not gonna talk to them. That's how I am, you know. But he brings them over, and they sit by the fireplace for like an hour, and I'm upstairs just on my phone working. And he calls me. He's like, come down here. They want to hear about your business. I'm like, okay, I'll go downstairs, but tell them I'm really shy, but I'll be down. So, you know, if it weren't for him, I probably I do have serious, you know, depression, where if I hadn't met him and married him, I probably would have committed suicide a long time ago. Because nobody can be in an environment where they don't feel like they're of value. So he brought a lot of value to me, to my life. So rambling on. Anyways, I want to hear what you have to say. You know, what changes in your life have you made that have made you a better person, a better mom? A better mom is something that I definitely still could be, but I think COVID really changed things for me. My kids are always here, so and we have nothing to do except TV and video games, and I'm working, and I'm always on the computer, and I'm always on my phone. Things are going to be changing in the next couple of weeks or in the next 2 months with some business things that is going on behind the scenes. I haven't said anything to anybody, but be on the lookout. Big changes. Could you be a better mom if you changed a few things in your life? Could you be a better person? Could you make yourself feel better and help yourself get out of some depression that you might be feeling because you don't feel adequate? You know, we all have those feelings in our lives. It's just a matter of pursuing, getting help, being able to talk. And if anybody knows me, they know nothing about me. I let people see what I want them to see. I don't even talk that much. This is me actually talking, rambling like I usually do. But you know, it feels so good when I do this. And usually it's only, of course, with my husband, but I just felt compelled to chat with all of you guys. I usually don't do my makeup this long. Anyways, yeah, tell me your thoughts. Like, you know, have you been raised in a certain religion that maybe wasn't right for you? You know, how did you make the changes? What inspired you to make those changes? Anyways, I'm gonna go and get ready to go meet my friend. I hope this also inspires you to actually talk. You know, if you've been thinking about something and you haven't really shared it with anybody, feel free to express that. Even if you ramble like me and it doesn't make any sense, but once you actually say it and you think back, and you can actually start correlating some of the things that you said and that you've been thinking along the way. It feels good. Anyways, thank you for listening to me ramble, and I really hope you have a wonderful Easter weekend, Easter Sunday. We're going to be closing the estimate group, and yeah. All right, hopefully I'll come up with another rambling video here in a couple of weeks or so.